Hey guys, welcome to another Rainbow Cup PvP video. So going up against Lizard Forever, this is shaping up to be a pretty wide cup. So going in with Raichu, with the hat of course, he's gone in with Beedrill. I think this is an okay matchup for us, but it's actually not, it's looking pretty bad. Electric vs Bug is one of those types where it's not clear cut who's the winner. He let that go through and it did a pretty hefty chunk of damage. We're going to shield this up, X-Scissor. I don't think that would have done heaps, but Raichu is pretty squishy, so it would have done a fair amount to us. Getting off another Thunder Punch, expecting a shield here, and he does shield. And he's got probably another X-Scissor coming right back. We're going to let it come through, and it does finish us off because we are really squishy. We bring in Makago to finish the job, and we've got Switch Locked here, but we'll just see what he brings in. Charizard. So this is actually also pretty good for us, but tried to get rid of the switch lock there and switch into a Azumarill. So we'll take it because Azumarill, obviously this is a good matchup, water type on fire type. Dragon Claw does nothing to us at all. And in comes Fortress. Play Rough will do a pretty hefty chunk to Fortress, I believe. Actually not that much at all. I really thought it would have done more than that, but well, not very effective. What are you going to do? And now trying out the Ice Beam. Also not very effective against Fortress. Azumarill really can't do much, but it does take ages for Fortress to bring up his moves. So Rock Tomb doesn't do a whole lot. He has probably charged up a fair bit of energy on the Fortress, but we'll just do what we can. Ice Beam finishes it off. So, I mean, there it goes. I mean, Azumarill was able to pull that matchup, even though the charge moves weren't doing a whole lot. But yeah, that Blast Burn finishes us off. And now I've got Makago coming in here. The Ross Stone Edge will be able to finish off Charizard. Oh, not quite. I'm not sure if that was a shield or if that just really did nothing. I assume it was a shield, but yeah, we do finish him off in the end. So that was a good game. If you haven't seen my diversity of the water type video yet, definitely go give that a look because there are 11 different typings. One oopsie in that video was that I mistyped Azumarill as a pure water type instead of a fairy and water type. The type effectivenesses are correct for Azumarill. There's just no pure water type being represented there. But the point of the video is there is so much you can choose from. And so anyway, going with Venusaur versus Venomoth. This is an awful matchup. We have to get out of there straight away because Venomoth could just destroy us. We brought in Makago. We're actually taking a lot more damage than I thought we would. We're going to let this come through to see how it does. Silverwind doesn't do much at all, and he switches into Venusaur. So this is also a good matchup for us. Maybe he wanted to protect his Venomoth for my Venusaur. So we're just going to keep embering away, try to get to this Stone Edge, and he finishes off before we can get that off. So that's alright. He's got energy stored up now though. We bring in Venusaur. He's going to be able to get these Sludge Bombs off, so we're going to have to shield this up. And there's the first Sludge Bomb. And gets off the second Sludge Bomb, and we have to shield up or Venusaur will just completely fall. We use a Frenzy Plant because we don't really need to spend the energy on Sludge Bomb, and we did burn the shield, but either way it would have killed his Venusaur, I'm pretty sure. He gets off the Sludge Bomb, and you see it does a whole lot to Venusaur. We try to finish off the quick moves, and we do. Now I've got charge moves ready. Go straight for the Sludge Bomb, but he brings in Quagsire. Razor Leaf and he doesn't shield because he's got none left. So Razor Leaf really would have, Frenzy Plant really would have been great there, but that's alright. We get off the Frenzy Plant there and finish him off, and in comes Venomoth. So it's actually probably better because Venomoth got to charge up less energy on our Venusaur. So we bring in Raichu. We get off this Thunder Punch before he can get off a charge move, and this might be able to finish off the game, and it does. So another good game. I am liking Raichu. He's pretty squishy, but he can get off damage pretty quick, even without the legacy moves. Just Thunder Punch comes out pretty hard. And I am running Thunder Punch and Wild Charge at the moment. I just didn't charge tam it over to Brick Break. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to switch over to Brick Break, but I guess I'll see through some further testing. I'll probably burn a TM to test it out. Like I switched to Drapion in the Nightmare Cup from Bites Infestation at the last minute. But we'll just see how this goes because the Rainbow Cup is still very much open. I'm not sure what I'm going to go in with in the end. But we've got Charizard versus Mantine here. He's got Bubble by the looks of it, which is not good for us at all. He's trying to switch, and it just wasn't happening. So we do bring in Venusaur. Didn't realise that it wasn't actually super effective against Mantine. But Mantine, I Can't remember. We get off this Frenzy Plant onto the Kingdra though. Again, it's not super effective, but Kingdra is just so frail. It didn't even get a charge move off there. It's seriously, it takes so long to charge up the charge moves, and it is frail. It can do a good job, but not when it's in a matchup against something with Frenzy Plant without shields going up. So Mantine comes in with the Aerial Ace. It is going to just be able to just wreck us. So we get off this Frenzy Plant, just any damage we can. It actually does a pretty hefty chunk, just because Frenzy Plant is ridiculous. He gets off a charge move last minute, and that was necessary, or else we'd be able to see what his last thing is and bring it in, but we are able to switch, so it doesn't really matter. Brings in Celebi. Fortress will be able to just tear through Celebi. Unfortunately for me, I did power up my Celebi past Great League. I was 100% one, so it wouldn't have even been fantastic for Great League, but what can you do? So another good game. I don't think Celebi has a real place in this meta, just because it doesn't really have anything fantastic going for it. There's better picks, basically. It might come up in a later cup, but this one, I think it's just some people are trying it out for the sake of trying it out, really. And maybe a bit of a flex just for us people who no longer have a Celebi in Great League. I also powered up my Mew out of Great League, so that will be cool when that comes up to play. Anyway, Raichu versus Zoomerl. This is a good matchup for us. Going for that Thunder Punch as quick as we can. Oh, actually, we charged up to a Wild Charge and then got off the Thunder Punch. No real reason, because he's probably going to burn the shield either way, but sometimes it's just good to get those energy tactics going on. Maybe your opponent doesn't quite remember how much energy you have if they're counting your moves. I'll get off the second Thunder Punch, and he does burn his second shield, so we've still got 2 shields in the bank. He's charging up energy on us though, so whatever we bring in, we'll get some moves thrown at it. Bring in Meganium, and I think he might have a bit of extra energy here, because I don't think all of that was needed for an Ice Beam, but we are able to finish off with Razor Leafs. So we've still got a shield in the bank, so this is looking alright for us. Brings in Raichu. This is not bad for us, especially because these Frenzy Plants. Frenzy Plant is ridiculous. It just destroys that Raichu. And now he's got a Meganium too. We're just going to Frenzy Plant away, or at least try to. Not going to share. Oh, actually, what have we got in the back? I completely forget. We get off a Frenzy Plant. Mirror Match, we do have the... he's got the energy advantage, but he's going to be able to finish us off here, but Meganium's got such little health left that... Oh, not quite. I didn't realise how little Earthquake was going to do to Meganium. If it isn't clear, I clearly don't know much about what moves are going to do what to what. This is all just for testing, get some things out in the air, see what works, see what doesn't, and because I'm really not sure how I'm going to build my Rainbow Cup team with 5 typings and 6 slots, it's going to be a bit of a pickle, to say the least. Might go one of each typing, double water type maybe, or I'm also considering going double fire with Macargo and Charizard. We'll just see how things go. Raichu vs Blastoise, another good matchup for us. This luck is just coming all day. Get off a Thunder Punch after charging up a bit of extra energy again. And he lets it go through onto those cool sunglasses. And he gives up a charge move. We're just going to let it come through here. Hydro Cannon. Going to delete us, but that's alright. We'll bring in Meganium and quickly finishes him off. And see what he brings in. Charizard. We have to switch straight into Macargo there. Meganium just cannot stand it all. And he brings in Venusaur, so this is actually another good matchup for us. We've got the Embers going, and we want to shield up. We think we can probably finish with just quick moves against the Venusaur and then get off these Stone Edges onto the Charizard. And we do get off the Stone Edge because he was about to get to a Frenzy Plant, so we just want to make sure that doesn't happen. But he burns a shield there, so that's actually not bad for us because he would just be burning them on the Charizard otherwise. So we shield up that Frenzy Plant just so we can get off this energy onto the Charizard and burn his last shield. But he gets his charge move off first, Dragon Claw. It doesn't destroy us though, so we still get to get this Stone Edge off. But, and he actually lets that go through. I'm not sure if he thought that he could tank it, and maybe it was because he tried to finish off with quick moves and then would have energy for the next one. But anyway, those are good games. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, especially that subscribe one, and I'll see you in the next one.